Welcome to the podcast about fast fashion. With me today are Luis and Juan. Hello Luis. Hello Juan.
Hello Andres. I am very excited for this podcast. I have a little question for you. Hasn't it happened to them that you buy clothes and after months it's look very warm?
Hello Luis, hello Andres. I'm very happy to be here today. Yes, of course. I bought a sweater and after 2 months it broke.
Very good question, Luis. Currently, about this topic, we are going to talk in this podcast of fast fashion. Luis, do you want to give a short introduction about this topic?
Well, fast fashion is a production model used by the big clothing brands like Zara, Forever 21, H&M, Coach, and many other brands like this.
The fashion industry makes around $3 trillion in the year. It's the second market that makes the most money and that is positioned behind the oil industry.
The clothes are made in countries like Bangladesh, Thailand, India, China, where the workers don't get a good salary. They have very long working day. They have precarious conditions at work and they have a very bad life because they don't have good economic support.
Exactly, $2 for day it's nothing and it's not enough for to feed and maintain a family. Also, mostly the people are forced to spend more than 8 hours in deplorable work environments. This is caused by pressure from multinationals on factory owners to produce clothes at a lower price and sell it at a price favorable to them.
And poor working conditions and employee insecurity. An example of this is the Rana Plaza disaster where more than 1,000 people died due to ignoring orders to evict a building in poor condition, or the fire in the Ali Enterprises factory where 289 people died. Imagine the pain and sadness of the victims' families.
It's thus clear that today the priority of the fashion industry is not the useful life of things, but to increase people's consumption and thus strengthen the fast fashion model. What has changed the frequency in which people buy clothes? Having an estimated 80 billion pieces of new clothes a year. That is 400% more than the amount we bought just 20 years ago.
Also, fast fashion brings great consequences for the environment, and as an article in the New York Times say, more than 60% of fabrics fibers are now syntheticals, derived from fossil fuels. So if and when our clothing ends up in a landfill, about 85% of textiles wasted in the United States go to landfills or is incinerated. It will not decay.
For example, in Kapur, India, the leather industry spills 50 million liters of wastewater into the Ganges River, according to the documentary film The True Cost by the director Andrew Morgan.
For this reason, the fast fashion industry has to do with the great global climate crisis because of production methods, labor practices, and its few environmental issues make this industry very dangerous for the environment.
Not only for the environment, Andres, but wastewater also produces diseases in people like jaundice, a very common disease in India, which attacks the digestive system and can cause liver cancer because water and food sources contain chromium 6, a lethal chemical for humans.
However, Luis and Andres, the fashion industry defend this model with arguments such as sewing is not a dangerous job, or at least they have a job, or the jobs that Americans and Europeans are offering to people in least developed countries are a much better option than the alternatives available in their own country.
Exactly, Juan. The companies only excuse themselves by saying these things, but these same companies do not propose a solution for this problem. It happens is the opposite. They continue to exploit people and create a number of fast fashion that only help to contain the planet.
With the claims of these brands, help fast fashion continues. That is why I want to ask a question to all our listeners and to you, Andres and Juan. Will they buy clothes made from recycled materials?
Maybe, if the brand fulfills three conditions: good quality, great design, and human and fair working conditions.
Good question, Luis. If I bought clothes made with disposable materials because I think that this type of clothing can be very good, it can have a very impress the sink, and it will contribute to improving pollution by the fast fashion industry.
And as you propose, not everything is bad, and in the face of phenomena like this, is necessary to propose solutions, and I think that is necessary a new model of marking clothes, and fair trade is a real solution to end the inequality between producers and business owners that exists in the textile industry and secure that natural resources that are no harm.
Another tip is to buy clothes from brands that focus on a sustainable model of production. In Colombia, there are brands like Seahorse, which makes jackets with plastic bottles, or Matilsa, a brand that pays a fair wage to its workers.
Well, I think we have reached the end. Thank you very much, and I will finish the podcast with this reflection. It is very interesting to think that generally when we talk about disposable image of plates, glasses, strength, among others come to our mind, but we never imagine that the clothes we buy in shopping centers are also disposable, and it is something we have to think about. Thank you very much. We will see you next time.